And this brings us to the weapons of siege. First up, we have the ballista. Now, the ballista were very scarce after, basically, the Romans left. And the resources to build and maintain them became very scarce, so they replaced them. And then there were onagers, or catapults. Yeah, fun catapults. And, basically they were built because, you know, castles and walled cities were common, as you know. They were very important weapons of siege to break walls, and fired anything from stone to carcasses to fire. The most powerful catapult... I'm sorry, no, never mind. But, no, the most powerful catapult came and is called the best thing of all, the trebuchet. And the trebuchet, just for instance, they came in two different designs. The traction, powered by people, basically, and the counterpoise, which is what I have here, where the people were replaced by a large weight. Let me just show you. So, in the front, this would be the large weight, and this is where the ball would be fired when this drops, so it would go up and shoot. So, why do I have all these stationed up here, you might ask? Because we want to break into a castle wall. That's right. But first, we're going to talk about the siege equipment used by infantry. Now, here's a little siege and army. Look at them. And we have three different types of siege. Okay, okay. So the first one we have was developed in the Iron Age, when castles start popping up and then they need a way to get through the wall or gate to push them through. And this is basically what they came up with. So it's an iron rod. Basically, there are people inside of it who push it hard against the wall until it breaks. And they are housed within this house little thing so they don't get shot by archers. And the next thing they used were the siege towers, or belfry, built to protect soldiers and ladders, because there are ladders inside of them, while approaching the defensive fortifications. Because it is wooden or flammable most of the time, they would often use steel plates or animal hides to cover up the front, so it wouldn't catch on fire and burn you alive. Yeah, and the third type, ladders were also used to get into the walls quickly, but they were very ineffective. So, let's deploy these into practice, shall we? So let's burst down the gates. Bring up our siege tower to the wall. And run our men right up to the wall. Now, as you see from our defenders, they have these. And each of these little slits basically fires fire arrows and whatnot onto the attackers. As you may see, they're already firing flaming onto this. And sometimes the siege equipment would catch fire because, once again, they didn't replace it well enough. And so this one might actually catch fire. So the ladders will obviously get there first because they can run. So as they're running up this hill, they're going to go place the ladders on it. If you would place the ladders on it, please. And all this time, you have arrows still raining on them. You can see the other siege weapons. Let's see what actually works the best. We have up on the wall some archers. Go for them! So they're going to climb up the ladder. And it seems that our ram has sadly caught fire, so we will pull these men back before they all die. Actually, we will pull them over here so they can climb up the ladders later. Our siege tower has made it to the wall successfully, I think. And they will start putting men up into the siege tower. And this is basically how the siege went. The people basically get up the ladders, and when these defenders were up here, they basically pushed off the ladders. If you were still on it, you'd basically fall, obviously. And it basically fought most of the time on the walls. And poor little siege. Oh no, and it appears that our siege towers also caught fire. Well, we have no choice but to engage. And you know, the funny part is I said these were the least effective. But it's time to engage our secret weapon. The trebuchet.